we are celebrating Dadaism, we are celebrating Surrealism, and most of all, we are really going to feel what wild things are all about, because you have to understand that the irrational, provocative violence that we read in the textbook are one thing, but when you experience it, it's something totally different. The Gmurzynska Gallery, we have been working together for the last 20 years. For me, it's one of the most important galleries worldwide, not because they are just a gallery in the art scene, but they are indeed the gallery that really makes a difference, because they are risk takers like my grandfather.
We have two major shows of Miró in Zurich at the moment, one at the Kunsthaus and one here at the Galerie Gmurzynska, that complement each other very well, as the New York Times did in their review this morning, linking those two shows. Here, different from the Kunsthaus, you will find a summary of works from the 1920s to the end of his life, with all sorts of different materials and experimental elements of Miró. And we wanted to focus on the fact that Miró was one of the most daring, most exciting, most enfant terrible kind of artists of the 20th century.
Miró was a man that, when he was 80 years old, began to burn his canvases. A man with upheavals, ups and downs, and a man that was going back and forth all day long. What I want people to understand about Miró is his human aspect, because he went through the First World War, the Spanish Civil War, the Second World War, and 30 years of Franquism and dictatorship in Spain.
Everything is becoming much more contemporary, and I love contemporary art, but I think there's also like a big responsibility in preserving the art that's from the beginning of the last century, you know, and showing how, like, you know, contemporary it still is. And his grandson, Joan, made a homage to his grandfather, you know, trying to highlight the rebellious way his grandfather was. So we tried to celebrate that tonight and doing the first show of Miró in Zurich.
Okay, so now, go up. So now you play the play. Do it again. Okay. So people are here and they want to see a goddess. They don't want to see a woman that has to get changed. Okay, you gotta go. Man, where's the music? Go on, man, go on. You have Mozart and Beethoven and Wagner sitting here. You are the physical presence of living music. It was André Breton who said that the most surreal act is to get a gun and shoot a crowd at random. Who is next to die tonight? You don't have to fear death, you don't have to fear failure, but you have to fear routine and repetition, because you have to be always on top of the wave, to take always the risk and the challenges that life presents before you.
If everybody does one thing, we do another thing. We always, you know, try to follow our own path, and we don't try to look what everybody else is doing so much, you know.